Awesome. Welcome to County Comedy Club. First one of the term. Woohoo! Alright, good. I didn't actually prompt that, so how are we feeling? Yeah, good. I don't think I'll actually ask you to do another one. I don't think I need to establish that you guys are up for it, but if you guys want to do another one, you can. So, how are we feeling? That's a more true. That was more real, but it's still good. Alright, I'm single. And that's important because, yeah, who's single? Show of hands. Show of hands. Oh, good. This is about, yeah, nice. Right, who's single and doesn't give a shit? Who's single and is really trying? Alright. Alright, so this whole set's gonna be for you guys. These other guys, yeah, they'll need it. Anyway, I've got a little thing, so I'm just gonna put that on the board. So just there we go. I'll do that. Alright, so scrolling, I'm not telling it to anyway, let's go. Oh, shut up! This is going horribly. Yeah, it's one man this. Right. Okay, I don't want this scrolling. Anyway, this is a little scrapbook I've made about dating, because I've been on like online dating on and off for about 3 years with mixed success. Sometimes really good success, sometimes really bad, not success. But I thought, it's not just me, right? Anyone who's been on OkCupid or any of these online dating websites. This is Tinder. Not the guy. Well, that could well be his name, no it's not. I've censored his name, so yeah. Tinder is a mobile phone app, and what you get is you declare your sort of interests in terms of are you looking for males, females, other categories. You specify distance in miles from where you currently are, i.e. how far you're willing to walk, or drive, or boom boom booms, and so on. And you get a bunch of pictures, but I just specify I'm looking for men and women because the men are just funny. This is Snake Man. I think that it's going to be a bit of a running theme, like guys with sort of animals. I don't know, is that going to just show off their nurturing side? I don't know, it's kind of like a Draco Malfoy Slytherin look he's got. Sort of, yeah, I'm deceitful, but I'm caring. I never see you, just have enemies. That kind of thing. So let's have a look at the next one. Okay, so this is what happens when you actually talk to these people. That's somebody else. So I'm the guy in blue. Right? Shut up and get your tits out. Actually, can someone else play the woman? Who's a girl? Who's got a feminine voice? You, sir. Come on, let's do a role play. What's your name?
My name is Mrs. White.
Right? Shut up and get your tits out.
That just made things a bit awkward.
Don't be boring.
I'm not even going to know if my tits are right.
I believe this is auto-text here. That's what Snatch Chat is.
I'd say hi, Snatch Chat.
This is 2 slides long, by the way, just so you know. You can just send me, you can just text me some photos if you are upset about it. No, I don't want to see that. Right, please. No, don't want to see that kind of stuff. And then, this is you posting a picture of, not this. This is a picture of you posting 2 songbirds. Or tits. So you made a joke. So, you want to say tits for you?
That's for you.
Thanks.
No problem.
Mrs. White.
I'd stay all night.
Oh, it's been one of them, isn't it? Next one. Okay, so animal theme again. This is one of many different, there's like hundreds of these, just guys with eagles. I mean, you just go on an eagling day or like a hawking course and you just get this picture and then... What? Right. Start to understand why this is the thing. Because not even the hawk is interested. And this guy seems really, really seriously happy about what he's doing. So, animals. Next one. Alright. This guy doesn't even know what he's doing. The thing running through our mind and his mind, and probably the fish's mind, is fish! Right, let's give him a benefit of the doubt. Attractive qualities about this man. Hunter-gatherer. If you send this man out, you don't know what he's going to do, but you'll come back with a fish. And that's what I like in a man. But he doesn't even seem to know how he's got the fish. It's like Fight Club, right? He goes out, he just goes blank, and he comes back with a quite an impressive fish, actually. I mean, at least the hawk, that's kind of lame because the hawk is clearly like a bought experience or something that's been trained. This is an organic experience, right? He's not even wet at all. But I can guarantee he jumped into the river to get that fish. Some kind of lizard man. Alright, so before I get on to bring on our first act, I want to share with you one small picture for this half, and it's this guy. This is how you do it. This is how you get pruned down on Tinder. Because he's quite socially versatile. Which is something I kind of disagree with. Because it's just the versatility he's referring to. He's got 3 different modes. And they're all progress Herzberg. Alright, so let me sort of tell you how much I love this picture. Right? On Tinder you only get a first name. This is his first name. It isn't Progress Herzberg, it's Progress Herzberg Smith or something. And so he's got these 3 modes. He's got like Herzberg 1, Herzberg 2, and Herzberg 3. And I've been looking at this picture for more than I really care to admit, like in terms of time. But this one's slightly chubbier. And that's it. So I just call this one like sort of Herzberg tall, Herzberg short, and Herzberg middle. So I want to ask someone in the audience, you sir, which Herzberg is your Herzberg?
I'd have to say bottom right.
Bottom Herzy. Herzberg here, causing us Herzberg. Go to the second Herzberg. Ollie Merzberg. So, you turned to the bottom right, Herzberg. Is that because you expect some progress?
It's the eyes that
These particular eyes. Why not these eyes? There's going to be some discrimination. Why those eyes?
I guess one description is the piercing.
I see that, yeah, I do. I'll tell you what, Herzberg, you can make some progress with me anytime you like. Anyway, let's close down that slideshow for now, because I'm not ready to bring on my first act. How do you think about that? Oh, I'm so glad you're feeling good, because I'm feeling great about this first act. Mainly because of the nickname we give this act. Okay, so I won't tell you his name, but I'll tell you his nickname. It's called The Fight Night. Alright? So to get him, to get you psyched up for this act, we're going to have to get a particular chant on the go. Okay? So it's going to go like this. Fight! Night! Fight! Night!
That's the first I've heard of it. So. But it'll never get old. So yeah, Happy New Year, everybody! Woo! 2014. Let's see what it'll bring. So back to normality now. Christmas is gone. It's not coming back well until August, and it's holidays are coming. Holidays are coming. Yeah, the one thing I always struck me strange about New Year's is New Year's resolutions. I always found it quite a weird concept. I mean, why would you wait to January the 1st to change something you deem negative about yourself? You can change any time. It could be something simple like, this year I'm going to stop being a dick. It's May. Stop being we've got 7 more months of your bullshit. Stop being a dick now. Imagine if world leaders used the exact same system to sort out foreign resolution. Mr. President, we have a peace treaty here from the war in the Middle East. It can be ended tonight. All we need is your signature. Ooh, well, this is a big decision, Jim. No, you know what? This can be a great New Year's resolution. I'm gonna wait to January the 1st to sign this thing. But sir, people are dying. You're just gonna wait a few more months? You see, Michelle's been on about me, I've not really lost any weight. Not been working out, still drinking quite a lot. This'll get me back in the big, this'll get me on top. Oh, and the American people will love it. I just think it's a weird concept, but I am guilty of this as well. I do wait till January to change something about myself. This year I had a New Year's resolution, quite a simple one. I quit smoking. And I quit smoking for 2 days. 2 days, 48 hours of smoking abstinence. See, what happened, what went wrong was, I was going for the 3-day hump. So in theory, if you get past the first 3 days, which are the hardest, when you give up something, they're the hardest, part of the giving up, is to do those 3 days. And after that, it'll be easy sailing from there. I got 48 hours in, I was so close, I got 2 days in. And then I said to myself, wow, Jack, you're doing really well. You know what? Proud of you. You deserve a treat. What's that thing you used to do before January the 1st, at multiple intervals in the day, to relieve stress? Some might call it an addiction. Yeah, have a cigarette. Oh, thanks, me. Oh my god, that's good. Oh my god, that is a Mars bar for the lungs, I'm telling you. 2 days of no cigarettes. Oh shit. Fucking hell. Well, in for a penny. Yeah, I do smoke, and I think it does annoy me when people tell me I shouldn't smoke, that I shouldn't smoke. I don't really mind if it's friends, family, colleagues, and I know it comes from a loving place, you know, most of the time. But it's when I get it from random strangers who obviously like to have the moral high ground. I was having a cigarette in a high street the other day. I completely minded my own business, and this guy comes up to me. He's very angry, you can see it in his eyes. And he comes up to me, and he says, "Oi! What are you doing? Don't you know how bad that is for you? Don't you know you're endangering the entire population of Great Britain by smoking? Damn you, sir! You will not drag me down into the eternal fires of hell with you! Poisoning yourself with that shite!" He then went into McDonald's. The socially acceptable form of killing yourself slowly. A cigarette, you Hitler. Have a cheeseburger, you're normal, you know it's split. But maybe it was my fault, you know, maybe it's me, maybe I don't understand people. I'm not a people person. I really don't. I mean, you know, I find it hard to talk to people on, you know, certain areas. And usually these subjects include stuff like sex and relationships and love, you know, those sort of, I mean, this whole collection of wires and lights just does not compute that sort of shit. You know, and people say the weirdest things that get past me. I mean, one of the things that I don't understand is when people say, "I'm looking for the right person." Now, when people say they're looking for the right person, what they actually mean is they're looking for a perfect person. So if you are looking for the right person, I'm going to save you a bit of time. Stop. Nobody's perfect. It's our flaws, it's what makes us human. Nobody's perfect, you know, especially not me, you know, but I never say that phrase. I never say the phrase, "I'm looking for the right person," because I know, deep down, that if I ever meet somebody who I thought is genuinely perfect in every single way, my balls would explode. Yeah, you heard me. Balls explode. Yeah, and it doesn't even have to be like in a sexual way, you know, I can go into a job interview, you know, "Mr. Maidment, sit down," okay. Safe to say I didn't get that job. His office was a bit of a mess. But you know, if this phenomenon, I think I said that right, does happen, then it'll happen to me when I'm saying the most cheesiest cliche line. So I could be talking to a girl in a bar or a club, you know, thinking she's really nice, and then in mid-sentence I think, "Oh my god, she's perfect, she's the perfect person." So, you know, I'll be in the middle saying something, "Wow, we have so much in..." And the visit to the doctors after that has got to be awkward. Am I right? Well, Mr. Maidment, this is where your testicles used to be. But they've gone. Wow, this is unusual. This is the third time this has happened this week. Wait a minute. Did you talk to a perfect person? Yeah, I did, Doc. And quit smoking. Yeah. Well, I had a girlfriend once. And she said we weren't right for each other. Thank God. I mean, plastic surgery's just healed. But yeah, she definitely wasn't perfect. I'm not perfect. And what happened was our relationship broke down, and I think it's down to do with sex, basically. Because she was a very sexual person, I'm not. You know, I like it, I understand it as a concept and a theory, but there were just other things I'd rather be doing, you know, with my time. She, on the other hand, loved it, you know, she liked having sex. To put it bluntly. Yeah, and one of the things she was into was sending sex, you know, dirty text to me on my phone. And Yeah, so I'll give you an example. And I completely went over my head. I didn't know they were actually dirty texts. I thought they were legitimate questions, you know. So she sent me one once. Hey babes, just got out of the shower. I'm upstairs and I'm naked. What are you doing? And I reply, playing FIFA. I'm Barcelona, Tom Tinter, winning 2-0. Get in.
As far as dirty as it gets.
And then she replies something. She obviously knew I didn't get it, so she tries to look at it. She's like, well, I'm looking for a big, strong man to keep me company. You busy? And I replied, swamped. I mean, I've got to take my nan to the doctors. I've got to go out the bathroom, do the guttering, take my 4 o'clock shit, you know. I mean, the schedule is full, you know. I don't think I can hang you in anywhere. Sorry. You know what? I'm here with my mate James. Yeah, he's a big, strong man. Maybe he'll keep you company. What are you gonna do? Watch a film, you know? Play, you know? That guy, you know, he can do it. So finally, she broke down. She had enough talking to me in like sexual metaphors. So she sent me a text saying, "Look, I'm super horny. Are you gonna come upstairs and have sex with me?" You've been great. Good night.
Well, that's what we call them fight nights. What do you think of fight night? But more importantly, can we get Progress Thursday back on the board? Well, let's move on. Okay. So this is another kind of way you can present yourself. You're really looking for a special one. There's a bit of a theme in the next sort of two. If you've got some form of body and you want to show it, apparently this guy's just gone for it. Next one. Right. So this is the thing about this one. A couple of things I'm really worried about. What's he sitting on? And why isn't it covered in plastic? I like the hat. I think that's a nice. See, like, this is the thing, he's got the hat on. It's sort of cover his face and be all mysterious, right? But the mystery's all but gone. Like, this is cards out on the table, this is epic sort of frontman stuff. So this isn't bad, but I'm trying to sort of go through these and we'll get to some good ones. So next one. Alright. This guy's really desperate. And this is the only photograph of him he's got. Can't even fucking begin. I don't think I need to explain this one, do I? This one's quite self-explanatory, so we'll go to the next one. Right. So the last one was sort of either married shouldn't be on Tinder or really needs to invest in camera or go to better parties than other people's weddings that you work at. Or you fall into this category, which is Desperado or Photoshop. Because, just look at all the things that are going on here. I mean, it's not even him. For a start, this is his fantasy. This is what he wants to be true. Okay, bear that in mind. And he's dressed as Santa. There are any amount of Hugh Hefner type pictures he could have, imposed himself into. That's probably like how big his dick is, and it becomes like, I'm having a good time, not really. This person's like, is kind of this big, but it's at a weird angle. Some rust as well, so check me out. So, you know, see-through. Next one. I like, right, in the top three, it's the very last one, which comes after this guy. This guy's second, and Herzberg's third. Herz third. But this guy, I love him, because this is how you do Photoshop well. If you can't do Photoshop. Right, this is how you do it. You superimpose kittens all over the place. And then you follow up by, I'm a grunger and I play guitar in a shit punk band. But, right, this is the thing, he's left his at thing here, his little tweety thing, his at party underscore smash underscore. And if you go to this guy's Twitter, it's not in the slideshow, it says, currently living in a camper van, ladies follow on big queue. And it's just this picture again. So, you know, not counting Herzberg, so far this is the guy I most want to see. But nothing can prepare you for this. Apart from having your seat. I have censored out his name, but it kind of ruins the story if you don't know what his name is. This guy's called Diego. So, few things happened here. I don't believe this was a setup. I don't believe this guy, Diego, got his friend to take this off him. I reckon someone has taken this off him and then give it to him at a later stage. But yeah, he's posing. So what I think's happened is that he's gone out one night, he's taken all his clothes off and he's ended up in the tree. And he slept there. He woke up and there was one guy waiting to catch him in that kind of, oh, I'm naked in a tree moment, you know, holding there. But this guy, this fucking hero, has decided to play it cool, Diego. Right this one out. I see it in the picture going on. And, oh my word. This is the step. This is what you need to do, fellas, if you want to get attention on the dating marketplace. But that's all the pictures I have for you tonight. That's the first sort of comparing half of the show. Are you ready for your second act? Right. So, I feel it's only fair that even though the second guy isn't called Fight Night by trade, let me keep saying Fight Night. So, without any prompting from me, I want Fight Night to happen organically. So, start Fight Night, guys.
Alright, Lancaster? All had a good Christmas? That's good. So, over the Christmas holidays, I went to visit my sister, and I noticed something unusual. Can you guess? No? She bought new fish. And... she bought new fish, and, they were staring at me with those fishy eyes, watching the world vicariously going by, those fishy eyes staring into you, that eternal gaze, because they have no eyelids, penetrating into your very soul. So my sister's fish were making me self-conscious. I arrived into the kitchen and they gave me a look of disapproval. It's like, what is it, fish? Yes, I did buy train tickets. I've only just arrived. Yes, I did keep them safe. Look, they're here. What do you mean that you don't take... Right, here's the ticket. I am a man of my word here. Oh, come on, you can't doubt me. They're right before your eyes. Go on, I'll put in the fish tank. I know it's disintegrating. It doesn't matter, so long as I'm right. it didn't end there, because, you know, later I was washing the dishes and they were looking at me disapprovingly again. It's like, what is it, fish? Is it about the plates? I'm cleaning the dishes. Can you not see the fairy liquids? Look, here's the plate. Stop being skeptical. It's right before your eyes. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the submerge it in the tank water. That'll make it cleaner for you. Are you happy now? Knowing what's actually in this water, you know, piss, shit, and ejaculate. Most of it mine. Except the ejaculate. That's all mine. Gonna give this a wash. But they were relentless, because they were still judging me with those eyes. I was like, what is it, fish? No, he was fine. He fell on the knife. Yes, I know it was 150 times. Very slippy surface. No, I did not tear his heart out. It just gave way as I tried to catch him. No, I'm not gonna eat it later. I already did. I'm not hungry. There was another unusual thing about my sister's house. The security alarm. You know, this was the alarm, a kind of alarm. You had to type in the code to go about the house. So you want to go outside, change the code. You have to go back inside, change the code. Go for a shit, change the code. That's why I shot on the rug. But no, one day, you know, in the morning, I forgot about the alarm, so I got downstairs, and then I hear it beeping like a time bomb. Beep, 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 beep. I'm thinking, I can't remember the code. Maybe I can make it upstairs. So I'm running up to the stairs, and then it goes off, go beep, 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 beep. I'm caught in an explosion of sound, and no! I hear footsteps coming down, and I'm thinking, activate defense mode, shitting everywhere. Like a cross between a skunk and an octopus. All over the family photos. Anyway, I hear it. They come through and they say, who are you? What are you doing in my house? What the fuck did you do to the fish tank? They're armed with a baseball bat. And I'm thinking, wait, I can explain. So at this moment in time, I realise this isn't my sister's house. I've just landed on the shit in the rug, and I don't like baseball. So I write myself a bit. Here's some money for your troubles. They said, looked at me and said, these are condoms. What have I been using for condoms? To the bank! That's why the taxi driver was looking at me strange when I gave him his tip. So, New Year's. I tried this New Year's Eve, well, last New Year's Eve, last year, not this year anymore. That's come and gone. I tried to arrange a meet-up with, you know, some friends and family. Contacted all the 5 people I knew. Each and every one of them, last minute, cancelled. But I'm not bitter about it! I got messages like, sorry, spending time with the kids, Dad. Sorry, cleaning the fish tank. How did you get this number? Leave my family alone! Then I got a picture of a fish looking disinterested. So anyway, midnight came in the pub, and there I am, sitting on my own, and my imaginary friend turns up late. Alright, Barry! My name's not Barry Dimitri. Got any New Year's resolutions, Barry? Make real friends. Lonely, I'm so lonely. All on my own. At this point, my imaginary friend makes a suggestion with a revolver. It's like, is this what it's come to, Dimitri? You want me to kill myself? He's like, no, Barry, I want you to kill me. End this torment. Please don't send me back to your subconscious. Even you don't know what the fuck is down there. Lurking in the dark. So I took the revolver. I aimed it right at his head, point blank range. I fired it, and I missed and hit him in the knees. So now I have to walk the land with my imaginary friend crawling with me, begging me to finish him off. Not sexually. That would be weird. Happy New Year, everyone.
Give it up a round to a fight night, everyone! Right, well, that was a blistering first half. We'll be more fight night in a second. However, this is the traditional part of CCC where we run out of content. So we need you to provide some, okay? So we're going to have some paper and pens over there, and the theme this week is I'm going to solve your dating advice problems. I'm going to be your agony aunt of sorts. So any dating advice problems you can think of genuinely, or your picture of a dick, or whatever, put it over there, and I'll deal with your whole shit in the second half, alright? But until then, we're going to be going for until about half past. So if you guys want to poop, you want to pee, you want to get a drink, you want to go outside, you have a fag, you want to talk to me, go ahead. Please have a lovely evening regardless. Thank you very much. Oh, that was heartwarming. Oh, I hope I get really famous on this so I can get a comedy roast done by people like that. Alright, well, as promised, we've got a couple of this shit to get through here. So let's do that. Give me your best one-liner or move. Do people not get the brief? Dating advice. Alright. Okay, so I'll let you guys decide. General sign of approval for me doing my best one-liner? Yeah. General sign of approval by me doing a move? I'll try and do a move for you. Hey! courtesy of the cup. As always. If you could invent a new sexual genitalia for a new gender, what would it be and how would it function with everything? Well, personally, what I would do is I would have all genitals be completely unique except for the corresponding pair. So you would know if you found the right one. You could go on a date, right? And you could be kind of looking at the pants, feeling like, mine's a flamingo. This doesn't look like anything a flamingo would like. I don't think a flamingo knows what presumed looks like a crocodile's jaws would be. So I'm gonna put this one to no. It'd make Tinder more interesting, wouldn't it? Really, what you bring. The discriminating factor between yes and no is going to be does my junk rub with your junk? So, yeah. Okay. By the way, something I failed to mention is that this is a charity gig tonight. In week 3 on Saturday, there's a big event, Lancaster University Run Against Domestic Violence. We're trying to raise money for it as Lucy. We're doing a team run, so go us. Right? So there's a bucket here, there's a bucket at the back. We have been collecting all night. We so far have raised a grand total of £11.95. Let's get it to 12. Next thing. Cock. It doesn't say cock, it is a picture of a cock and balls. Oh, looks like nice these. Okay, so we've gone for the drawing technique, is just to draw 2 circles. There's no sort of wrinkle detail or any meaningful connection to the actual cock. It's not like sort of veins or, it's not like one cohesive whole, it's like 2 separate circles. And then your typical sort of bell curve with a little line in the middle and a little horizontal thing to tell you what's the foreskin and then what's the rest of it. This is kind of like the pictograph style, kind of minimalistic. Minimal being the operative word. Yeah, consulting unknown person, probably not even a boy's cock drawing. There you go. Another cup. This one, a lot smaller, more chojular. It's less shorter, not balls, more hair. I'm not sure which one is preferable. I think the chojular one, the sort of the one that tried really hard. A bit of hair, sort of manly hair. Okay, so that's kind of the cockiest cock I've got. Yeah, this is a bigger piece of paper, I hope that isn't cock. Okay, good. It's handwriting. Is it socially acceptable to snog and or fuck a Tory? Well, for me personally, it's the kind of the thrill of keeping that private, so, I mean, you could kind of admit it to everybody, but it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like, no, it's not social. You keep that private, that's not something you admit to, there's more intrigue. It kind of fits with their ideology anyway, keeping things secret, not being open. Settle this. My lawyer disagrees. Oh no. It's something to do with rape. I'm not doing it. Shut up. Veto. Not giving that the oxygen it needs. Thanks. Get me a date with someone in the audience, please. Did you? Okay. Alright, let's eliminate this. Is anyone's name XXX? Those are kisses, okay. Who wants to admit that they wrote that? Who would like me to find a date for them? Would you like me to find a date? No? Well, okay, so... I might try and get a date. Who wants to go on a date with me?
I know.
Okay. Alright.
I wrote the damn note, so I will.
1, 2, 3. Alright, okay, I'll see you after the show, thanks. Alright. Got a lot to get. What happens when the unstoppable force and the immovable object have sex? The universe implodes on itself. Yeah, it's one of those philosophy ones. I mean, I don't know which one I'd rather know. Unstoppable force or immovable object? That, okay, I've accidentally walked into rape territory again. Sorry. Didn't want that at all. No, don't do it. I have genitalia! Now what? This is your life. It's begun. It's a big question and we're all trying to find out the answer. You're not going to get the big answer from me. I evaluate cock drawings in public. Another one. Another cock drawing. This one... Oh gosh. This one just looks like a depressed professor. The balls don't even want to, like, look like they're trying to keep turgid, they're just kind of like... And it's the smallest, thinnest cock of the night, so... It's looking pretty grim. One last one and then I'll get on round 3 of Fight Night on the one. That looks like a cock drawing, because they're all kind of... I'll try and pick this one. Yes, this one has writing, I can see through the paper. I met up with a girl from Tinder. It turned out to be a man. He turned out to be a man. First of all, not it. Am I still obliged to sleep with him? Bloody well, I hope not, or I have to sleep with Herzberg. 3 times! Alright, so are we ready for round 3 of Fight Night? Fight Night!
That could happen. I'll walk into the office tomorrow morning and be disappointed that they're not doing that. Hello! Neatly following on from what Jack was talking about, today I'm going to talk about sex. Thank you, that's the right reaction it should get. Because sex is everywhere, literally everywhere. And even if you're not having it, it's there in your subconscious. I mean, celebrity sex dreams are some of the weirdest things you will ever experience. You will wake up feeling soiled and strange and alone. And so on that subject, I thought there's quite a few of us, you know, been warmed up, we're kind of lubricated by alcohol, pun fully intended there. I'll make you a deal. If 1 or 2 of you have the nerve to share some of your freaky sex celebrity dreams, I will in turn share one of mine. Any takers? Don't be shy. Oh, hello. What's Fight Night been dreaming about?
Dead for a reason.
Well, joke's on me, because I've got no idea who that is. Who is it?
From Dragon's Den. It's the woman from Dragon's Den.
Oh, is she I've heard her referred to as the Badger, is that correct? Is she the Badger? I don't watch fucking Dragon's Den. Oh, hang on, I'm mixing up with The Apprentice. It's lots of wankers sitting behind desks, like, you know, they all start merging into one massive wanker after a while. Anybody got something I've heard of? Widen the gap slightly.
Gordon Ramsay.
Oh! Who said that? Sex with Gordon Ramsay must be terrifying.
Why it's so good.
Do you enjoy getting shouted at, Tom?
I didn't think I did.
Well, if anyone wants to hook up with Tom, you know what his fetish is. Did he make you a really nice risotto afterwards?
No, which is why I then cried.
Bastard! One more. Anyone else?
Yeah.
Hello, girl at the back.
Vin Diesel.
That's not embarrassing!
It was Fast and Furious.
I might know somebody would upstage me when I was doing that bit. Wow. There wouldn't be any hair to grab onto. That would be a bit of disappointment. That's the first place my mind went to. But you feel very safe being spooned by Vin Diesel, wouldn't you?
Unless his giant arms crush you.
Yeah, that is the risk. It's, you know, you just got to decide, is it a risk worth taking to get crushed by Vin Diesel? Because you die satisfied. I'm thinking about this a bit too hard, aren't I? Okay, well, you know, you've confessed some of your embarrassing and, in my view, slightly less embarrassing sex dreams, so time to share. Jeremy Clarkson. I know, I am ashamed. I am deeply ashamed to my very soul. I mean, Richard Hammond at the very least is slightly more height appropriate. And even James May has a kind of, you know, elderly statesman air to him, but Clarkson, homophobic, environment-destroying, virulent, anti-feminist arsehole Clarkson. Why? But then I thought, when this happened, maybe my brain's doing this deliberately. Maybe this is a kind of an opposites attract scenario, that my brain is, you know, Pride and Prejudice style, turning hate into lust. I mean, you know, I'm just imagining in the, you know, the negative white space of my dream, me and Clarkson having a bit of a dialogue, and me just shouting at him, going, please! Just stop being homophobic, please stop destroying wildlife, please! Please fuck me! God! Drive me like a Maserati! Put your hammerhead in my gambon! I'm less ashamed of that, I think, and more ashamed of the fact that demonstrates I've seen Top Gear more than once. I'm so sorry, feminism. Oh, God, Clarkson. Anyway, yes, you know, sex outside the subconscious is also a bit of a minefield as well. I mean, the drunk fuck is a very delicate art to start with. Oh yeah, I'm going there. Like, I mean, you know, it's a delicate art or science, depending on how you think about it. You have to imbue just enough alcohol to feel relaxed, and not enough alcohol that you're both standing there staring at each other at 2 a.m. shouting, I've forgotten how it works! And, you know, it must be it's a minefield for some people. You know, there's this man, post-coital, you know, drunk off his face, cock as limp as a Lib Dem handshake. Very, very proud of himself, with very little reason to be. You know, leaning back, saying to the woman who's lying next to him, so, darling, what did you think of that? Well, Mr. Bond. Well, I mean, firstly, thank you for wearing a condom. I mean, you must be riddled by now, so well done. I don't even know why you took me home anyway. I mean, you seemed very adamant about taking that lesbian back with you. I mean, I literally don't know why you thought that would work. And are you sure you should be having sex so soon after sustaining a gunshot wound? You're getting blood everywhere. Do you like my golden gun? It shouldn't be that colour! Go to the hospital, and while you're there, please consider getting some therapy. Another phenomenon that occurs with both the drunk fuck and the regular fuck is something I've termed the naked shuffle. We all live in shared housing. We must have all experienced this at some point. The naked shuffle is the sort of post-coital, scantily or no-clad rush to the bathroom in desperate fear that you're going to run into somebody, like a strange housemate. It's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying, and I experienced this terror a lot over sort of a couple of years ago because My ex-boyfriend lived with his mother. Yeah. There is nothing so fearful as leaving the bedroom and fearing you're about to ruin the relationship with your possible mother-in-law for life. It was 6 months into the relationship that he told me she had an ensuite. Thanks. But thankfully that didn't happen. Neither me nor him ever bumped into anybody while we were naked, apart from the cat. And that was kind of worth the experience because there is nothing a naked man trying to shoo a cat out the door, and the cat being very, very fascinated and preventing him. Just go away! Just go! 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 That cat was psychotic. But, however dangerous the drunk fuck is, the hungover fuck is even more dangerous, or the post-Christmas dinner fuck, because, yeah. You know, you might wake up feeling in a certain mood, but you don't want to end up 10 minutes in just ending up saying, oh God, oh, no, stop, stop. You are very sexy, but I do feel a bit like a malfunctioning rotisserie chicken. But, you know, love is even weirder than sex. Love is fucking ridiculous. And, you know, love pulls the wool over your eyes as well. It's like being in a trance. You suddenly kind of emerge and say, wait, I did what? With who? For how long? I don't even like musicals. And, you know, love is very similar to a chainsaw, really. You know, it powers up kind of loud and strong and trundles along for a bit, and eventually it dies. And there's a thought to bring you to Valentine's Day. I have been Ros Ballinger, purveyor of filth. You have been wonderful. Thank you very much.
Back to talk. Right, so that was round 3 of Fight Night. How did we feel about round 3? Okay, let's look at the cup. She won't stroke my cats. She won't stroke my cats. That's the problem. Because I like to keep my cats to myself. Make her do it now. Cats have to be... There's a lot of consent involved here. The cat has to want to be stroked. She has to want to stroke the cat. The cat needs to want to be stroked by her. You need to not worry about cats so much. I mean, there's bigger things at stake in the relationship, surely. If not, well done. Seriously, if that's the one thing you're worrying about is cats, fucking alright, I'm jealous. Not the guy I want to talk to. Marriage counsellor. Can you use the carbon-14 isotope for dating? That's good enough. I'll be attached to that. That's alright. Science joke. Very clever. This is one of those things that I don't get because I'm not on the Twitter sphere as much as I should be. Always focus on the hashtag banana. That's not a question. Does anyone know what that means?
No, I'm on Twitter every day.
Alright, so, fuck you! Dear Jak. Well, this isn't me because you've spelt it incorrectly. Spelt it out as a C. A lot of people call me Jak with a K, confusingly. Dear Jak, I'll humour you, you didn't know that. Although it was on the fucking... Observant! I have no heart. Teach me how to love. From Soulless. Well, soulless. Before I can teach how to love, I need to teach how to fucking spell. No one ever managed to fall in love with bad grammar, did they? Not one single person. I thought you accept that up. Okay. Do you have tech support? I'll take the role of tech support on gladly. Dear tech support, I'm having trouble maintaining uptime on my penetration device. Any suggestions? Right, now cast your mind back to 2013. There's a video online where I talk extensively about how to maintain erection during sex. Okay? Seriously. Lucy on YouTube, it's on there. There's an extensive video of me talking about just this. We came to the conclusion of glow-in-the-dark condom. To see how that line of reasoning panned out, check out the website. Content reference. Join Lucy. It's awesome. My boyfriend keeps setting my hair on fire while I sleep. Okay, well, he keeps on doing it. Which implies that he did it once, and you were okay with it. Dump him, or get used to not having hair. Go bald! Sorry, that was... Can't get out of nowhere. That was something from the gods. That was, oh shit. Bitches keep tripping on my dick, bro. Another field, bro. The dick. I'm not going to describe that one, it's the same as the other ones. How does it say? How do I want for mean to be like for mean to be how? Yes. Playing the yes card like a good compere does in the face of nonsense. I'm in love with my next door neighbour's shoe. Well, when I'm in love with someone from afar, I go talk to them. So go talk to these shoes. Find out what they're about. Honestly, it could end in any amount of happiness and romance. Very nice. Dear Jak. Oh, spell it right. Oh, I'm already happy. Dear Jak. My boyfriend is stuck in the wrong century. What do I do?
Good answer,
our concerned lady?
I hope so.
Well, okay, so legitimately, either you need to sort of come to him and become regency. sort of match this, which I know is difficult. I know it's going to quite a lot of effort and hard work. It's worth it. Worth it. So worth it. Or you could buy the next box. I don't know. One way or the other. You're gonna believe. Not enough sexy black guys, sad face. There's plenty of sexy black guys. There's plenty of sexy black guys. They're not.
Idris Elba.
Yeah. Fourth most dressed well man. Magazine I read when grammar wasn't working in my head. Right, a few more, and then I'll bring on our final act. Another cock. Another cock. Don't do this to me, Lancaster. One more. Last one, okay. Every time she appears, so do the birds. They peck me all the time. Oh. They peck you all the time? Is that when she's around, or just all the time? Like, they're pecking you, then she appears, and then the birds appear. And then they're pecking you more. And just more birds just keep appearing. Quantum bird shit. Lancaster, you're fucking awful. You're fucking awful. Can I have a round of applause for myself? I think Alright, so I think you know how this goes without me needing to really start it.
I'll tell you who can't raise their kids. Armless parents. So I want to be a superhero, and I think I'm going to do what Batman does, because Batman uses his fear against his enemies, and I'm going to use my fear against my enemies. So you evildoers better beware of dying alone, man. Whenever I cuddle somebody, I like to burn them. I call it heroin spooning. Earth, wind, fire. I guess out of all the basic elements, water is incapable of harnessing funk. So I put some white grapes and purple grapes in a clear plastic bowl, because I'm the Martin Luther King of my kitchen. What just happened? Oh, yeah, right. Oh, hello. Do you need directions? No, yeah, there's a thing going on. I'm just pulling this out of my arse, so thank you for giving me time for that. Applaud him, he came late. So I like to make daisy chains. I need them for my daisy sleeves. According to the song It's Raining Men, Mother Nature is a single woman, which would explain why there's so many cats. I'm bipolar, and that means I'm attracted to both women and bears. I had a racist lecture earlier. It was really bad. We took notes from a white PowerPoint. Wordplay. California girls, they're unforgettable. Just like war crimes. An apple a day causes malnutrition. Seriously, eat more. Just an apple a day. Seriously, it's really bad. I'd like a woman with the body of an hourglass, full of sand. I have ADHD, that's attention deficit in high definition. I really
really like stingrays, but I much prefer their work in the police rays. Because they were a band. The Sting was in them. I think that's like a citation has got an applause. What do you call a group of well-dressed, polite lions? Gay pride. So I went to a restaurant and I asked for something quintessentially English, so they colonised part of India for me. Because that was a thing we used to do. Oh, anyway, when it comes to similes, I'm like... Anyway, so that's the end of the one-liners. They're being neglected, like my least favourite child. I know there's two of you, but I can only take one of you to Disneyland, so I'm going to break this pool cue in half. Impress me. It's you, but don't be too happy. When the nuclear winter comes, you're being traded for canned goods. Priorities, okay? Okay, so yeah, next up I've got some music and some chat, and it's got to be more fun than a party at Voldemort's. This is the bit where I will poll the audience. Do you want to see what a party at Voldemort's would be like? Yes! This is a party at Voldemort's. Help yourself to the party rings. There's a bowl of crisps, but we don't know what flavour they are, so you'll have to be the big grin. If you have not got a party pack, please see Bellatrix, and she will give you a party pack. I need to grab my guitar so I'll laugh a bit more. Dokey. Right. Somebody turn me on. My guitar. Who cares? I'm going to do a bit of audience interaction first. So when I say hey, you guys say hey back, okay? Hey! 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 So that's how fascism works. Just need to warm up. Thank you, that's called copyright infringement. Okay, so this is my first song. Okay. Children are a lot like fireworks, don't put them in the boot you can't. With like somebody who can turn into sponge or somebody who can control wallpaper. But you know, if Magneto ever hides the Infinity Gauntlet in a gym dressing room or a curry house the size of a bicycle shed, then it's my time to shine! Let's do a couple more songs. Snoop Dogg's a lot like a lion, don't let him look after your kids. Thank you, this is a song about time travel. Thanks, I'm glad you enjoyed that one. So yeah, I'm single at the moment because I have a face like somebody punching a quiche. So as it stands, I'm currently traversing the nightmarish circus of online dating, and there's a phrase I see an awful lot, and it's the phrase, I'm a lot like Marmite because you either love me or you hate me because people love or hate Marmite because it says it on the adverts, I'm like Marmite. Marmite! I hate that phrase. I want to kill that phrase in front of its children. I hate it so much. Because, like, can we really apply two extreme emotions, polarizing emotions, to a person? And we can't. We really need, like, that loving or hating something should be reserved somewhere there is no grey area, like, for example, off the top of my head, turning bodies into furniture. That's like, nobody gets out of bed and they sort of begrudgingly do it. You know, they begrudgingly turn a corpse into a beanbag and they're muttering under their breath and they sort of, oh, I don't want to do this. And they leave for a week and the wife's going, David! What? What are you doing with that body in the garage? I'll get around to it! My mother's coming over, I want the house, I'll do it! I will! God, woman! Like, or nobody sort of dabbles in it, nobody dabbles in sort of corpse furniture, like, you know, if the kids are in bed and the wife's reading a book, they say, I think I will turn that jogger into a chest of drawers, yeah, that's something I really want to do, and obviously they're not brilliant, but they have a passion. Maybe when they retire, they'll really start making progress and really enjoy turning people into furniture. Okay, so here's two more songs. I treat women like objects because neither of them talk to me. And on that note, here's a love song. Why do birds suddenly appear every time I go caw, caw, caw? That's a legitimate question. I would really like to know the answer to that. Okay, so speaking of songs and birds, just songs, I want to talk about Blurred Lines, which is the date rape anthem from last year, the pepper spray song of 2013. Somewhere romance is crying in the shower. Subtlety is gorging itself on a cruise paid for by sun coupons. And I think like if Date Rape had a cereal, then Robin Thicke would be the cartoon on the box. Like a big speech bubble above his head, he's going, no means yes! The thing is though, Robin Thicke, he was voted by, it was in the news, he was voted Sexist of the Year. He's sort of like, he's like the Tesco zone of sexists. Like he's kind of an easy target, like if you're annoyed that loads of women start dancing to him like a VH1 remake of Cocoon. But the thing is, like, there are more prominent sexists, like the UK advertising industry or China, but like, why aren't we recognising them? Is it because, like, well, Robin Thicke, he stole a song from Marvin Gaye. Yeah, China's really bad, but they never stole anything from Sexual Healing, so we're not gonna reference them. I like Pharrell's part, because Pharrell, he has 4 lines in that song, he has 4 words even. He says, hey, and everybody get up. And he repeats them ad infinitum like a dying AI. Like 2001, A Sexism Odyssey. He says, hey, 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 and everybody get up. And that's not really sexy, is it? Like, he sounds like he can't control his kids. Like Pharrell is in the garden, and he's like, his kids are running around, there's some power lines that have fallen on the floor. And he's really annoyed, and he takes his sunglasses off. And he puts down his copy of Atlas Shrugged. This is Pharrell we're talking about. He looks at his kids running towards the power lines, just goes, hey, 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 hey. And then they get electrocuted, and he's like, okay, everybody get up. Everybody get up, come on, everybody get up. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. But they're dead, Pharrell. They're dead. And the thing is, though, because like the other 2 people in the song, they're doing something. Like Robin Thicke, he's singing like a sexy Yorkshire Ripper, and T.I., he's rapping. He's doing the rap that the kids do. He's rapping about bombs. And like Pharrell's just sort of there, and he's like Lenny from Mice and Men. He's just sort of ruining it for them. like Robin Thicke's like, hey there, I'm Robin Thicke, you know you. And then they go away, and Robin Thicke's left alone with his throbbing erection. I know it's big because the video says so, and it's got a hashtag, so that means it's true. Or maybe he's the moral compass, like he was just overhearing the recording and he was going, yeah, this has got a good beat, and then he starts hearing I know you want, he's going, hey, 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 hey. Hey guys, this is not cool. This is, and they had like 4 minutes of just him complaining about the sexism, and Robin Thicke was like, I really like the way he says, hey, 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 can we get that in? He's like, yeah, sure. Like they go, yeah, I'm going to take this girl home, and I know she doesn't, well, she wants it. And he's like, okay guys, come on, get up. Everybody get up. Everybody get up with me. Everybody get up. No, Pharrell. I'm really looking forward to Robin Thicke's next song, which is I Didn't Touch Your Drink While You Were in the Bathroom. And it features guest vocals by Bruno Mars breathing heavily into a paper bag. Thanks, you guys have been great.
Knockout, right? Woo! Fight night! Fight night! Woo! Well, you know, that's the official end of the content side of Fight Night. Now it's at the admin side of Fight Night. The inevitable admin side of every Fight Night is now. I hope you like what we're doing. Where Lucy? It's not on the screen, that's great. We'll get on the screen in a second. Oh, there you go. We do have bucket here, bucket there. We can get to £12, guys. It's to stop domestic abuse. That's all they need. It's all that's left.
We're at £12 5p. I put 10p in.
Yes! balance. We just need some more money to really add to the surplus.
Those were beans. Why are you cheering?
I love beans.
There were 5 magic beans.
This guy. Oh, County Bar, this has been Fight Night Week 12. Join us in 2 weeks for Fight Night Week 14. See you then!